These are the greatest K-pop album covers ever, so far, and kind of in my opinion. And I'm just gonna get straight into it with a absolute banger. Now, Everglow, every single album they've dropped, the album covers, they just knocked it out of the park. If I had to pick my top three, it would have to be, in no order, Return of the Girl, Last Melody, and 782654389, whatever it's called. Return of the Girl has that weird, cool, I don't know, I guess a gradient thing in the middle. The font's really nice, just the red. Last Melody, same thing, just beautiful, like crimson, and like the photo, and it's like the photo in the middle, instead of being just like a square, it's like this weird shape, and the font they chose is just, it's incredible. And the Number album, that one, I just really like that logo in the middle. It's like, is that a diamond? Is that a rock? What is that? I don't know, but I really like it. Also, I'm not even gonna lie, like my favorite thing, aesthetic, style of all time for anything ever is cyberpunk, and they killed it with that comeback. And that album cover, just with like the number and like that thing in the middle, just clean. Just like these. TXT, Star, Magic, and Blue Hour specifically. If I had to, I couldn't pick one. They're just, those are my top three of them. Good graphic design. The colors are just so well chosen. And I like how the logo with every single album changes. These three have just been the cleanest, and I know I'm saying that word a lot. Eternity was okay, and the two Chaos Chapter albums we got so far are pretty okay too, but these three specifically, I don't know what it is. They just nailed it. And related to TXT in a way, I really like Enhypen's whole discography look, honestly. But if I had to pick one, it would have to be Border Day 1. I remember when I first saw that image, and I was just scrolling through my Twitter feed, and you know, like when you're scrolling like just photo by photo and you're not reading what it says, I remember stopping and being, whoa, that looks cool. And then I read that that was their album cover, blah, 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 da, da. And even seeing it physically in stores, it just looks so good. And speaking of looking so good, Wavy albums, listen, everything that they've dropped, they always use their logo only on the album cover. But with every album, they redesign the logo, right? So if I had to pick one, it would have to be the Kickback album. I just really think it was interesting that they chose a highway aesthetic thing out of all things. Like, it's one of those things that's like, oh yeah, like that makes perfect sense when you see it, but I wouldn't have thought of that. Also, I kind of weirdly like how there's no text at all. A couple of their albums have done that, but I don't know, it's just, again, clean. Going a little away from the stark, clean, minimalist aesthetic, I really like The Boys Maverick album cover. It's just this, like, what looks like an actual painting of this weird sci-fi fantasy bouquet of flowers with, like, the necklace, the choker thing that they have to wear in the music video. I don't know, like the colors, the way that they blend and the way they bounce off each other. I don't know, I could just stare at that album cover. It's just, it looks that good. Kai, the debut mini album. Again, that whole cyberpunk look, I love. You look at that texture warped thing over his body, and I'm just like, I wouldn't have thought of doing that. Like, that's genius. Another one I want to talk about, this one's kind of controversial, at least when the album came out. Chunga Querencia, if you will. The photo is well taken. The composition is incredible. The outfit, the little objects in front of her on the thing. And I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like that weird font thing going on. It's a unique aesthetic. I mean, I haven't seen that almost ever in a group, but that's really cool. I think I just listed out a pretty good Hall of Fame of album covers. I think I kind of killed it with this list. I'm not even gonna hold you.